Hey everyone, welcome back to Lucky by Nature. Angelic Vixen here. So I have some bad news to talk about, and I feel it's imperative that we get this message out, and a lot of YouTubers are talking about it right now because it's very important. This is not going to be a negative video by any means. You guys know, if you've been around a while, I really do try to be as positive and optimistic as possible. So I'm not bashing Wildcard, but I really feel this is just unfair in general, and it's not right. So basically what happened is there was an issue with the element veins on the servers, so they patched it when they deployed, you know, the major mega patch with all the fixes that they did. Well, when they did this, people that were near the element vein locations, they lost everything. Like their entire base, everything gone. We're talking about thousands of bases, thousands of hours spent amongst people doing this work, and it's gone. Now, normally, from past experience with Wildcard, because we've been around since, you know, Ark first came out, if it was something this serious and this broad and the volume was this large, they would do a rollback, which, you know, could fix the bigger, you know, picture for people. Clearly, they are not going to be able to do a rollback for whatever reason, and they're kind of making excuses. So let's just go over what it says. It says there was an unintended issue with element veins being enabled, caused some bases near veins to be destroyed. Some bases. They're making it sound like it's a really small percentage when it's actually an enormous number of people who just lost bases. This says, we will not be doing a server-wide rollback, as a rollback could cause even more players to lose their progress and characters. However, we will be introducing 3 times harvest rates shortly onto official PC servers to allow players to reconstruct their bases as quickly as possible over the weekend. And I'm sorry guys, like, even though I'm a positive, optimistic person, that's just not good enough. We're talking about people losing, you know, 4 days of work, people not sleeping, people doing all of this stuff, and it's just gone. And if it was you, how would you feel? Right? And I feel like it's imperative that we let the community know. That's why the YouTubers are coming together and we're informing you guys this is what's happening. And just be glad right now, and I even said this before, if you're a console player, that you don't have Extinction right now, because we, all the PC players, are basically the guinea pigs, and we're going to be helping fix it before you guys get it on the 13th. At least I think a lot of things will be fixed before the 13th. Of course, who knows what's going to happen when you guys get it, so just be prepared for anything, because at this point, it's pretty bad. Like, it's pretty bad. There's a lot of stuff wrong with the map. There's a lot of stuff wrong, but to give, you know, Wildcard the benefit of the doubt, like I always try to do, and, you know, not rag on them, because I'm not like that. That's not, you know, generally how I, you know, handle things. Like, they are fixing a lot of stuff. If you saw how much stuff was fixed in this recent patch, you know, it's a lot. But this is very serious, and it's incredibly unfortunate that they don't see the volume of people who just got completely screwed over. I mean, they were already walking like on eggshells because people were still really frustrated about a lot of things. You know, and now I'm just sitting here going, oh man, what's coming next? I mean, did they even fix the undermeshing issues? You know, because this, I mean, we're talking about years of this stuff not really getting fixed, and now we have them doing patches, obviously not testing in depth, and then putting the patch out, and bam, like an explosion, you know, people lost everything. So again, this video is not to harp on Wildcard, it's not to bash Wildcard, it's not to even be negative. It's to be aware, especially for console players who are going to be coming into the game in just a few days. Be aware that anything could happen, anything could go wrong, and it doesn't look like Wildcard's going to fix some of the serious stuff like this particular situation. So don't get too comfortable is all I'm saying. Is just be prepared for anything, mentally and emotionally prepared for anything that could possibly go wrong, because right now people are devastated. I know people who have literally uninstalled the game and basically are banning Ark from anything in their life ever again, because you can't lose thousands of hours of work over their glitch and them not fix it and not have some sort of like intense animosity and bitterness toward them. I mean, it's completely understandable. You know, I hope that once Wildcard gets all these things fixed, that a lot of these people will come back and give it a chance, because I know a lot of people love this game. But right now, we need to make people aware of what's going on. So whether it be this video or other people's video, be sure to share it and let the Ark community know this is happening, because console's coming and we don't know if this stuff is going to actually be fixed for console, because PC and console run different. That's why some stuff can go completely wrong on PC but be fine on console, and vice versa. So that's why this awareness needs to be out there. So guys, please let other people know it's happening, especially for console, so you guys are prepared for whatever happens. But again, I'm not bashing Wildcard. You know, stuff happens. It's not easy to be devs. It's not easy to build games, and it's not easy to satisfy the bulk of your gaming community. But some of this stuff, honestly, just to be real, some of this stuff shouldn't happen. Some of this stuff really should have been tested. But unfortunately, it looks like it wasn't tested, and now their answer is 3 times harvesting, which, I'm sorry, in all reality, that's just not good enough for everybody that just lost, I mean, thousands of bases. But, you know, it is what it is, and we love the game, so we put up with all of these issues in the majority. You know, we put up with it, and I just wish Wildcard would think that through, and I guess they say they did, and they're weighing it as, okay, do we roll it back to fix the bases, or do we leave it alone so that everyone who's been working since this can keep all their progress? And for them, that side of it was more pressing. So just stay positive for all the players who just lost everything. You know, send out the positive energies and the good vibes, because I think they're going to need it. And definitely make sure everyone's aware that this is happening, because it could definitely happen to console as well. But I would love to hear from you guys. Again, we don't need to be, you know, like on fire, because it's not going to change anything, but I would love to hear from you guys. If you need to vent, you know, you can do that in the comments, and you won't be judged by us, because, you know, everybody's allowed to have their feelings, everybody's allowed to have their opinions, and everybody's allowed to feel however they feel, especially if they are one of the people who just lost everything. So definitely let me know what you're thinking in the comments, and I appreciate you watching. Love you guys as always, and until next time, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.